Little Coldplay today. I love it. Thank you for whoever's bringing the music this morning. Big fan of Coldplay. Hey, a few things. If y'all want, if you want a request and dedication line, please hit it in the chat. If there's some songs that you want to start our morning with, hit it in the chat. We'd be happy to do that as long as it's uh, I guess I would say friendly, no cuss words in it, just because a lot of us have got kids in the car. So anyway, we could always find the clean version. I know that. So let's put some hype music in the chat so that we can lift our spirits in the morning. All right. Hey, so COTD today. I know we have bold going on, so we are busy with that today. So a lot of us will be in bold. Shout out to Courtney Clark for all of her hard work on bold. So if y'all can give her some love in the chat, she is amazing and has done a lot of work for all of us in bold. Linda, any other COTD I need to know? Class of the day for those that don't know. And then Thursday, I know we have a COTD. Linda, if you will unmute yourself and share with that, let me know.
Yes. So today, if you're not in bold, doing Become a Google Guru on the tech on Zoom from 10 to 12 today. And then tomorrow we're having a
Hold on.
MREA.
Hold on.
Yep.
Become a Google guru.
Yep.
There's a lot of y'all have told me y'all do not understand what Google Suite can do. So instead of y'all using Microsoft Office and paying more money, Google Suite has everything that you will need. Become a Google guru is exactly where you need to sit so that you understand Google Drive, you understand Gemini, you understand how to set automated and automatic emails to go out through Google. So if you don't know how to do it, I would encourage you to get into it. I listen to it and I'm pretty familiar with Google Drive and all things Google. However, there was a lot of things I didn't realize I could do. So thank you, Linda, for that. What time is that?
10 to 12 today.
10 to 12 today on Zoom. So become a Google guru. Y'all, if you're not working systematically, you're missing an opportunity to get your time back. So sorry, Linda, what's the next one on Thursday?
Sorry. Yeah. Tomorrow we're bringing an MREA 9 a.m. To talk about how to get $1 million in GCI from events and social media.
So MREA, there's $1 million real estate agent. So they gross $1 million in commission just from doing social media and events. If you are not grossing $1 million in GCI or interested in events, then I would encourage you to get on at 9 a.m. in the morning. Where can they find that information?
It's in the calendar, and I'll make sure that it gets sent out too.
If you do not know how to access our calendar, please get with Leslie and the team so that you make sure that you have our office calendar so you can look and see everything that's going on for that given day. We already sent it out to everybody, so she should have that. But all right, thanks, Linda, for COTD. If you're not familiar with Google, I would encourage you to get on that one. All right, so today, when the morning is, we're still going through creative financing. I want to open it up just to a conversation really quickly. What has happened what has happened in the mortgage rate space over the past week? What are we seeing in interest rates? Patricia, there you are. I see you. Patricia, what's going on with rates over the past week?
Good morning. Actually, they're volatile. They're up and down. They actually last week they went up. Yesterday they went up and down twice.
What did the markets like to see? Stability versus volatility.
So it's a roller coaster. It really is.
Oh, go ahead.
Mhm.
I don't know if she can hear me. You're cutting in and out.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The
Okay,
markets
I'm
want to
driving.
see stability. Okay. And so with the war and with what we're seeing with gas prices, I'm just giving y'all a friendly reminder where we are in shift right now, talking about creative financing. Y'all were born for this time. Because the market is volatile doesn't mean that y'all can't still do business. Okay. So because of that, we have so many options that we can give to sellers when we have a listing, or we can give to buyers. And I'm going to give y'all an example. I'm going to get back to my shared screen real quick. Hopefully everybody can see this. I'm going to get back to this chart. If you're working with the seller right now, we've got 7 months of inventory. It may be a good time to check in and talk about, hey, we need to look at some creative things. The market's volatile. We've got 7 months of inventory on the market, and I'm not sure when this is going to end. And if you really need to move, maybe we should consider putting out some marketing that says creative financing or special financing available. And then you go through each of the items with the seller. We've hit on all of these, okay? And I'm going to just go through them real quick. Seller contribution, seller funded permanent buy down, temporary buy down, owner financing, contract for a deed, seller seconds, lease option, lease purchase, and wraparound and assumable mortgage. So instead of just sticking a sign in the yard and praying that the market will change, it would probably behoove you to create a proactive approach and go ahead and set up a time to meet with all your sellers right now and say, hey, can we do some creative financing? Because if inventory is going to keep ticking up, we need to make sure that we get yours sold if that's still something that's of interest to you. And if it's not, do we want to look at offering a lease option or lease to purchase? So having another strategy, I would call it a strategy session for your sellers because they are also feeling the volatility. And so instead of y'all just waiting on the sidelines, it's probably a good time to have what I would call a strategy session with them. And I want to give y'all an example. So I talked to an agent on our team yesterday. I'm super proud of her. She has a buyer, and the buyer is the buyer's moving from out of state into town, and the buyer really wants a property for a certain price, and they're not willing because they're paying cash, and they're not willing to go up in their offer. Well, and then they probably also need to point out they also have a house to sell, and when they sell that house, they'll be able to pay cash for this new house. Okay. And so because they're paying cash for the new house, they know that they're a stronger buyer and they want it at a different price. Okay. But they don't want to sell this house quickly and do a fire sale. They want to be able to try to put it on the market, season it on the market, and see what they can get. So anyway, that's their strategy. That's what they want to do. And so what happened is the seller over here that they're wanting to do the deal with, hope everybody's following me, has a lot of equity in their house. They own it outright. So they said, all right, if you want it at this price, we'll do seller financing so that you don't have to take this money out of this house because that's not what you want to do. They've already looked at a bridge loan. They've already looked at a recast mortgage. They've already done all of these things. And they don't want to pay, a mortgage, and they don't want to get charged interest on that side. So for whatever reason, this is what they want to do. All that to say, she's never done seller financing. Who has done seller financing on this call? We got one party on here that I'm seeing a hand raise. So what happens? Tijuana has. What happens? Courtney has. What happens when we do something new? What creeps in? Fear, uncertainty. We're not sure. We tell ourselves like, it's not going to work out. We're going to take our ball and run home because it's something new. So what she did, I called her and I said, here's what I want you to do. I want you to call. You've already connected them to a mortgage professional. They've already gone through all of these offerings for bridge loans, all of that, recasting. They don't want to do that. You've got the terms that the seller is willing to do seller financing. They gave them a balloon payment that was due in 6 months. Everything was already clearly written out. The next step is, instead of me and you going through the what ifs, why don't you call your title attorney and find out what you need to do? And so this morning, she talked to the title attorney, and the title attorney just said, hey, under the purchase and sale, just put seller financing. We'll do amendment to the purchase and sale with all the terms, and we will serve as your facilitator for this deal, i.e., we will help all parties understand what they're signing off on the terms. And now all she's got to do is put financing, seller financing, and now she's put the deal together. So here's a friendly reminder. Y'all, you don't have to know all the different parts of the transaction. What you do have to do is be the connector. So it's always smart to get the lender on the phone with your client and with you on it. And I'm going to talk about that in a minute. The title attorney, that's why I like title companies that have attorneys, right? The attorney and the CPA. So if you did one call with those three folks, do you think you could mastermind and figure out a way to get them access to the property or get them to where they want to go? And why do I want you on those calls?
It takes the fear out if you know what's going on for next.
Correct. But why do I always want you on those calls? Because what are we supposed to look for?
Because
It's
we're the problem.
correct. It's our job to look for the gaps, y'all. It's our job to protect our client. It's our job to help them ask the right questions that they may not know what to ask because we understand all the different parts of the transaction. It's our job to be the solution providers. It's our job to be the connector. So, all that to say is we have an entire list on the sell side. If you are not offering creative financing or special financing on your listings, this is a friendly reminder that if it's been on the market for over 30 days, you may want to get a sign that says creative financing, special financing available. And now I'm going to go back to this. If you don't know what these things are, it's totally fine. You need to call an attorney, a CPA, and a mortgage provider and just have them on the call and say, hey, can we do this? Can we do this? Can we do this? And you literally just go through the list and then figure out what you can do to help get creative and create a special offering, which a special offering with a price that is a reasonable price equals sold, right? And so are we just saying, hey, let me put a sign in the yard and pray that it sells? Or are we helping them strategically get their home sold? What are y'all hearing me say out of this?
Get outside of the box and just leap and learn and give your clients options. It's not a one size fit all. And in this market, the way things are going, we got to get outside of ourselves. And also in this market and the way things are going, this is where billionaires and millionaires are created.
Yep.
And this is where a lot of people quit. So just keep moving forward.
Yeah. Rachel said collaborate, strategize, advocate. Totally agree. Put your team together, y'all. In your wealth journey as wealth builders, because number one, I want y'all to be wealth builders. So you should already have a CPA, an attorney, and a mortgage provider, right? And a banker. So put your team together and then allow your folks to use your team. And if your team can't get it done, then have a team B. Like, don't stop at fear. Don't stop at no. Go find the solution and be the fiduciary that's providing that, right? So, because if you let your lack of creativity and strategy get in the way of somebody accessing something they want, they're not going to have a good experience. And you're not going to be real happy about it either because we weren't able to do our job. So we are still going down. I mean, what I love about, I mean, let me just say this. I don't love what's happening in the market. Volatility is not fun. But what I love about what's going on right now, y'all, we've been talking about creative financing for over 4 months. So on the sell side, with 4 months of, or I'm sorry, with 7 months of inventory, we are fully equipped to have these strategy sessions. I can't force you to do it, but I am encouraging you tomorrow to call every single seller that you have and say, I would like to re-strategize. Let's understand they see it. They understand the price of oil and what's happening there. They understand inflation. They understand the volatility. So, like, instead of them sitting there and worrying about it, go ahead and bring it to them directly. All right. Next week, we're going to talk the buy side creative financing for that. Patricia, I'm probably going to lean on you a lot for that section because a lot of it does have to do that and mortgages. So I'll get with you about that. But I want y'all to understand it's our job, again, to create options for buyers. So pull your team together, call your listings, let's re-strategize. And instead of us fearing the market, and I quote this, do not fear the market, go make the market. Make the market and create your control for your clients so that they can get the best service and they can get to where they want it. So, All right, everybody, 8:31. I'm out. See y'all tomorrow. Bye.